Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the unfortunately unshaven. Thrift with me. That was awesome.
Yeah, welcome to a Thrift with us. We just want to do one of those for you today.
I'm excited.
We're at our favorite thrift store, and we haven't been here in at least 2 weeks. And I'll show you the front of it, but it's called Unique, and it's a Savers offshoot.
But they're not as awfully priced as Savers.
Yeah. Well, I've heard some are.
Some stuff, but not this one.
Yeah. Let us know if you guys have Uniques, or do you just have Savers, or do you not even have any of them? Or do you have Value Village? I've heard that there's some called Value Village.
Value Village is like the same.
And have you noticed any differences in your Uniques versus your Savers if you have both? Let us know. We notice a difference in ours. We love this place, whereas we do not like our Savers.
I hate Savers.
So, yeah, let's pop in
Let's
there.
see what we can find.
Instantly, this cute Halloween little shelf thing caught my eye right when I stepped in the door. And right beside it was this sun wall hang, so cute. I moved on to shoes next, and these totally caught my attention, but they were way too expensive. There was surprisingly so much good vintage in the shoe section today. Don't know why. I spotted 2 pair of these Urban Outfitters mules, and you know what I think about Urban. So I dropped them off right into Ryan's cart.
My first section I usually go to in the thrift store is shoes and bags, but look at this vintage sweater. It was so eye-catching. This was my first pair of shoes I found. They were by the brand Dolce Vita. They were so cute. I think they're a Free People shoe, but I haven't checked yet. And they were only $5.49. They were so inexpensive, and they were in such amazing quality. So those went right in the cart. And this was the next pair of boots that I found. I didn't recognize the brand, but they were in really amazing shape, and it was such a well-constructed pair of boots that I did save them in my cart for later. There's the brand. It was Bronx. What was the name of it? I looked them up later, and they really weren't anything.
A really nice Dooney, but that price tag is not nice. Normally I love picking up Kipling, but I've noticed that it doesn't do well without the monkey keychain. Does this not scream Spice Girls?
This was the first set of bags that I found. It was this really pretty blue Coach purse that was only, check the price, $7. That went right in the cart. Then I found this really beautiful brown leather Fossil purse that I was going to look a little bit closer at, and this one was only $7 as well. And then I found this really pretty logo Michael Kors tote for $6. I thought this was funny, a $40 Coach purse next to a $7 Coach purse. This was a Fossil purse that I found after the other brown one, and the interior did need a little work, but also some lovely person left me the crossbody strap inside. I was so excited. And what isn't a trip to the thrift store without a beautiful fake black nylon Prada bag? I thought this one was actually really funny. And then Jack found this. It's a beautiful Vachetta leather crossbody messenger bag, and I did end up keeping this for myself. It's going to be super great to take to the bins, or to take to, when I can go back outside to take to places. I'm obsessed with this little thing. It's so cute. This was the last and final bag that I found. It was from a brand called Miss Albright, which has been sold at Anthropologie before, and it was only $3 with 25% off, so I could not leave this cute little pouch behind.
Y'all know me, the first section of clothing I had to go to was the coats, and my first find was North Face, but they always mark it super high at this store, so I never really buy North Face here. Like I said, I usually just get North Face when it's at the bins. I don't buy it very often in the thrift store. This Fauxbury was so funny. It has double buttonholes and no buttons. A good old fugly vintage St. John. I was really starting to think I wouldn't find anything, and then I finally found this adorable leopard print soft surroundings coat. I love it. This was pretty funny too. It's the Lees instead of the Kooples. The sanctuary was kind of cute, and I was hoping it'd be anthro, but it was not, so I did end up passing on it. But it was like a coatigan, I believe they called it.
So in the jeans, I found this pair of Holding Horses from Anthropologie. They were new at tags, and I did pass on them just because I thought the style was really outdated. Then I just continued to flip through, but unfortunately it didn't end up finding anything. Now onto one of my personal favorite sections of the thrift store, the men's t-shirt section. I found this really funny vintage Y2K t-shirt, which is so appropriate because everything all of a sudden is Y2K. I did end up picking that up, and then I just continued to flip through. I thought this t-shirt was so cute, but unfortunately it was literally covered in grease stains. Then I ended up finding this amazing David Bowie t-shirt with the peanuts. I love both of these characters so much. I think this t-shirt's amazing. If you know me, you know that I love a good vintage biker graphic. This one unfortunately isn't vintage, but it's still amazing. Okay, check in on a couple of things I found. I found that really funny Dynamics t-shirt, and then I found this Women's Champion t-shirt that I ended up passing on just due to some stains. And then this one I thought was hysterical. I'm a fan of both outer and personal space. How fitting. So these are just a couple t-shirts that I passed on just because they weren't my favorite, but I did think some of the graphics on them were pretty funny.
Next up was long sleeves, and right away I found this We the Free. It was a bit boring, so in the end I did skip it. I feel like I'm doing shopping for Ryan at this point. And more for Ryan. A classic. I had this J. Crew years ago and could not sell it. Another absolutely ridiculous price tag. These Free People thermals usually do sell pretty well, but I am not paying that price for it.
So this was a Lily Pulitzer piece that I ended up passing on just because I do not like the brand. I think this style was really outdated, but the price was good. If this piece was not marked as high as it was, I might have gotten it actually. It was pretty cute. It was a Fabletics little wrap tie top. There's the metal tag. But they wanted $11.49 for it. No. Vineyard Vines is unfortunately one of those brands that I really only want to pick up in the bins just because it sells quick, but it never really sells for a ton. This one was cute though with the little striped whale on the back. I like the colors, and the hooded long sleeves do pretty good for me, but I'm not paying more than like $1 or $2 for them. This was another really cute piece, but unfortunately they just wanted too much for it. It was this new tag J. Crew, like really summery blouse, perfect for the spring, but it was $13, and I don't like to pick up J. Crew that much anyway. This was a really cute floral Free People long sleeve top with the ruffle shoulder and the 3/4 sleeve. It was so pretty, and it was a large, which is a really hard size to find, but I'm not paying $18 for this. This piece though, I was more than willing to pay the $7 minus 25% on it. It's this really cute cropped Urban Outfitters with this really fun grandma chic detail in it. I I just think this is really funny. This is another Free People piece, really pretty striped, basic boxy long sleeve, but this one was only $4 compared to the $18 from that other one. This was a brand that I do not really ever find that much. It was Everlane. It was only $7. It's such a cute boat neck striped long sleeve. I think I'm gonna vomit!
We all know that we hate this brand, but for $8.50, I suppose I can give it another try. I went from so excited to so disappointed. And right next to the Arc'teryx was this Lulu for the exact same price, and I would not pay anywhere near that for this. I thought this was hilarious, and it was actually a really good price too, but it was so washed. I honestly considered picking up this Forever 21, but I skipped it. This was such a Ryan cardigan, but it was $35. So Roots is a good brand in Canada, so I'm definitely getting this. That's a good price. This Prana was a good price, so I heavily considered it.
Here is my little informational tip for the day. These Love Your Melon collab hats do really well, but not at that price. I saw the lady putting these earrings out, and I dove for them. Look at how cute they are. So if you remember me talking about my $400 pendant I thought was $40, this is it right there. That beautiful little opal pendant, and it should be mine.
So the men's section is definitely not one that I go to every time, but I just kind of felt like at this time I checked the sweaters. Sometimes I check the dress shirts to see if there's Robert Graham or some cute polo, and then I also checked the sweatshirt athletic section. There wasn't a ton, but I just wanted to cover some new spots. I really thought I was going to get this, and then I saw some really low comps, and so I did not. I found these 3 very trendy vintage varsity sweatshirts in the men's section, and I'm for sure getting the Wisconsin one. We'll see about the others.
So this sweater just felt good to me, and especially when I find sweaters that have kind of a cuff and that feel the way that this one did, I'm always very skeptical, and boom. And then a little bit further down the rack, I found another sweater that didn't have a label in it that also felt really nice. And boom. This, I think, takes the cake as one of the ugliest old Anthropologie sweaters I have ever seen in my entire life. This sweater proves that just because you have money to buy nice things doesn't mean the nice things look good. This was perhaps the ugliest Alice and Olivia sweater, there we go, that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Okay, let's start off with what I'm passing on. So this Free People, like I said, was a little too boring. I don't really want to spend that much. I would have got it at the bins, but not here. Then this Forever 21, I just decided I didn't want to pay for Forever 21 unless maybe it was in the bins. Then I probably would have gotten this, but not here once again. Then the varsity sweatshirts, I decided to skip this one. I don't know, it just looked really worn and didn't like it as much. This is a smaller college, so I just didn't think this one would do as well, whereas the Wisconsin one is obviously a whole state, so I skipped this one too. And then the Prana, I don't know, I just honestly just didn't feel like picking it up, so I didn't pick it up. I also gave the fun fishy shoes a Google, and unfortunately they were not worth very much, so I skipped them. They're super cute though, so I do appreciate them. Let's move on to what I did get. So of course I am getting the soft surroundings. It's only $10 and it's 25% off day, so I will be getting that. We all know leopard print is in, and it's light enough to be a spring coat. And then I guess I will get the Prairie Underground. A lot of you said that you do have luck with it, so I'm gonna give it one more try. If it fails me again, I am crossing it off the list forever. So we'll see how this goes. And like I said, I do like the Wisconsin varsity hoodie, so I am getting that one. This one actually had probably the most wear, but it was the cutest and probably trendiest, and it was super cheap. And then I am going to get the Roots. It's just a really good price, and I know that a lot of people in Canada like it, and I'm sure some Canadians have moved down here and want their Canadian brand.
Okay, so let's start with some shoes. So I did end up getting both pairs of the Urban Outfitters mules. I love Urban Outfitters shoes. They sell super well for me. I love the white ones, even though they did have a little mark on them, but that's okay, no big deal. Then I ended up unfortunately passing on the Brooklyn boots. They just didn't really have that good of a comp, even though they were a beautifully made pair of shoes. And like $14 is a bit much. Then these are super cute. These are those Dolce Vita boots. I did 100% pick these up. They're super cute. I love the Western style of them, and they really haven't been worn that much. And for $5.49 with 25% off, that's such a good deal. On to bags. So here is the Miss Albright bag from Anthropologie. I did end up getting this. It's so cute. I love the velvet. The Coach purse I did purchase. $7 is a really great price. I love the coloring. I feel like I don't see too many in the color, and I love that it had the short strap and it had the crossbody. It did have a little stain on it, but I 100% think I can get that out. The Fossil purse, unfortunately, I ended up passing on just because it did have a little bit too much wear that I didn't think I could leather condition out, and the interior was just a little bit too dirty for me, even though I do have a ton of luck with the Fossil satchel styles, which is like the fold over. This Fossil purse though did come home with me. I love the wicker. I think it's going to be perfect as we go into spring. It was $10 minus the 25% off with the crossbody. The interior was a little bit dirty, unfortunately, but there really wasn't anything wrong with the outside, and I can 100% just lint roll and, like clean the inside. It's just fabric. And there is the little Fossil plaque. So loved that one. The Michael Kors, unfortunately, wasn't so lucky. It looked really nice upon me first seeing it on the rack, but once I kind of got up close to it, I realized that the back canvas was really worn and the corners were really funky. And I don't know if I'm going to show it, but there was a stain inside the interior in that big zipper pocket, so I didn't get that. And then here is my new little beautiful Vachetta little messenger bag that I'm super excited to have. And the good thing is the snaps are super tough, so I feel like I can take this to the bins and kind of, jumble it up a little bit, and it's not going to fly open and all my stuff's not going to fly out. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, now on to clothes. So here is that navy Lululemon sweater. I did 100% purchase this. It was only $8 minus the 25% off. Even though they don't move as fast as they used to, I'm still not gonna not pick that up for like, what, $6? There's a little Lulu tab on the bottom. It was in super nice condition. I absolutely loved it. Here is the black one. The black one I don't think is my personal favorite just because I think the bottom is a little tight, but also $8 I think is an amazing price for a Lululemon sweater. I do love the cutout in the background. In the back, and then the little T-bar strap, which I think is super cute. And there is the Lululemon plaque. Love that one. The Free People long sleeve, I'm super excited for. It was only $4. I love finding Free People that isn't small, extra small. And I love that it had the bigger, kind of baggier long sleeves. I feel like that's a really trendy style. And the stripe colors are so cute. The Everlane is an extra large. I love finding Everlane. I love finding it in bigger sizes. It's an amazing top. It's a really good neutral. I was so excited to find this. Okay, so here is my next item. It is a Urban Outfitters really cute gray sweater that I showed earlier. I love the little tie detail in the front, and I love the little detail in the knit. I think it's such a pretty touch. I think it's going to do so well. I'm super excited about this piece. And the back is super cute too, which is amazing. And here is the Peanuts. I still miss David Bowie t-shirt. I absolutely love this. I was so excited to find it. It was only $5 minus 25%. Just plain in the back. I absolutely love it. The Y2K t-shirt I think is really funny. I think it's going to do pretty well. And it was like $3.49 minus the 25%. So I definitely am willing to take a risk on that. This I just think is nice because it's a sign of the times. It's really funny. And it was new with tags. I have no idea where that tag is from. It didn't have like a brand on it. But I think, it's just a really fun little graphic t-shirt pinned in the back. The women's champion t-shirt I unfortunately did end up passing on. It did have a little bit too much underarm wear that I just wasn't comfortable with. There is the little champion sleeve emblem. Love it. And then this is another Urban Outfitters piece. It did have a little bit of wash wear, but it really wasn't that bad. I love the colors, and these like fitted turtlenecks always do really good for me. There's a tag, a size extra small. I think $7 was a little bit high, but I don't really think it was that big of a deal. This t-shirt I think is so funny. Celebrate the fun and dysfunction. $3.49 minus 20%. I'm so willing to pay a couple bucks on a funny graphic t-shirt. I think that one's hysterical. Here is the Sturgis t-shirt, and I was shocked that this was only $3.49. And this store is notorious for marking like biker gear, biker t-shirts up really high.
That's it.
I spent $100.57.
I spent like $30
and got I don't know how many things. I'm very excited.
I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like I didn't do that good, which has been like a streak, because as you saw in the Lori competition, I didn't do very good there either. So I
think I did okay.
We're gonna go to the bins later this week, so hopefully we do good. Let's manifest some good stuff then, and then we'll have the haul for that next Tuesday. So yeah.